So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. I'm going to start this video by saying this. I can't believe I'm having to say this. But if you still think that the YouTuber Ickadmel is involved in child trafficking, then you, my friend, are a fucking idiot. Anyway, now that's out the way. What is going on with this case? Does anybody give a shit about this girl? I've never ever seen such despondent people with regards to the death of anybody. I don't know whether you guys feel the same. Now, Checkit TV, he's been out there. There's a link in this video's description. So if you haven't checked that out, go and check it out. This guy has been seemingly, apart from Adventures with Purpose, the only person who seems to actually give a toss about Kiely, where she is, and locating, her, and in the aftermath of the recovery, going back out there and saying, look, they haven't even cordoned the area off. There's stuff that could still be there, and he's proven that's right. He's pulled some stuff out of there. Like I say, I'm not going to give you all of the details because he deserves you to go over and have a look. But I am going to bring up one item because there's a link to something else, and I'm going to get to that in a bit. So bear with me. But yeah, so they've kind of said, look, getting law enforcement out to even acknowledge that he's found things, it was like pulling teeth. They were basically saying, look, we'll get a call across the people who are dealing with it. There's one department that's apparently, yeah, that's right, one department only dealing with this case. And we'll get it sorted. And I'm thinking to myself, are you fucking joking? You've gone out onto this water and failed to find her in the first place. It's taken a YouTube channel to go out there and find her. Like, people are saying, look, they ain't got the right equipment, blah, 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 which I get to a point, but you only had to have fucking eyes. And I'm pretty sure that all of the people looking for Kiely who was connected to law enforcement had eyes. I didn't see many people wandering around.
I can't see her. No, it's no good, she's not here.
With no eyes. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I can't get over why nobody seems to care. The friends. I've never seen such a bunch of disingenuous motherfuckers in my entire life. We've got Sammy, she's got herself connected into the case, which in my eyes is going to be the thing that bloody hangs her in the end, because ultimately Sammy was 18 years old, Kiely was 16 years old, and, we've got this, Kiely was drinking, she was drunk, she was so drunk she couldn't drive, Sammy's saying she didn't want to get in the car with her. Because of this, in one breath she's saying that she was sharing drinks with her all night, then do you know what I mean? And ultimately, someone's accountable for it. Someone is accountable for what happened to Kiely. She was a minor. She was a 16-year-old girl at a party. Someone has got to take responsibility, but no one seems to. And now we're seeing all this stuff come out. Nobody seems to want to acknowledge that there's anything weird about it. Nobody around this girl is saying, well, that don't seem right. That's not right. Why was she in the back of the truck? Why? Why was she in there? No one saw her go to a car. They just saw her walk off into the distance in the direction of a car. But how many times do we hear in sort of murder cases where, right, so-and-so was killed, the last time they were seen, they were heading towards their car. They'd left work, they were heading towards their car. Or they'd left a car and they were heading towards their house. So the last time Kiely was seen, she was leaving a party at night at midnight in the dark, surrounded by woods, and she was walking towards a car, and lo and behold, she's later found deceased. And even the kids are pushing this narrative that, it was her fault. How is anything that's happened here her fault? And look, I will say one thing. And what is a little bit bizarre to me, and that is a comment that Jagger made, and he sort of said about, he loves her. Yeah, I get all that, but he said he was proud of her. I'm proud of you. And I'm thinking to myself, there would be some anguish there if you genuinely thought this girl who you loved so much had gone to a party. You'd messaged her earlier on in the evening and said don't do anything stupid, but then she drives and end up deceased, and you haven't got any comeback from that. You haven't got any. What did you do? I don't get it. I don't get it. You'd be upset. There'd be some anguish towards them as well, and that you'd be in your right mind to be. Yes, they can't take full responsibility, but there's so many things that just to me seems off. And now I'm going to take you to the laptop. So this here was the laptop. Look, when we saw the video of the recovery on Adventure with Purpose video, they clearly showed what seems to be a MacBook in the car, a MacBook charger, among some other stuff. So whether this laptop has fallen out during that recovery process, or there was two, or it's nothing to do with her. But when you look at this laptop, there is some stickers on there, one being MILF Patrol. And look, someone messaged me the other day and they were saying, look, did you see on the where the stuff had been put out, the memorial, if you like, the piss poor attempt at a memorial, someone had written MILF on that as well. So it said, well, was Kiely pregnant? Because MILF, as most of you will know, is an abbreviation of Mum I'd Like to Fuck. And I can't get it. I couldn't at the time get out of my head, but it would appear that no, Kiely was not likely to be pregnant. It's MILF Patrol is a clothing brand. There's some clothing with that on there. Either that, or its only other connection is to pornography sites. I just find it a little bit strange that on the memorial someone's written MILF on there. Whether that was a sick attempt at humour, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past anybody with this disingenuous bunch of morons that seemingly surrounded this girl. I just don't get it. Are they that, it angers me. It angers me. The other stickers on there reference other brands that are synonymous with rich kids in, affluent areas, and it just seems that they're just full of self-importance and they don't care. And all I hope is that someone's held accountable. Whether Sammy, because she was there with Kiely, and her own words have put herself in a position where she could be charged with negligent homicide, and maybe that's why, if she has, she's got herself a defence attorney, because she may fucking need one. Who knows? It seems that Jagger is not in a mental facility. It seems that has been sort of clear that he's not. But I do have to ask what this post is all about. Now, this is a post that he's put on his new page, the one in homage to Kiely, and just read it yourself. Now, what does he mean by that? What does he mean? How can asking questions about things that don't look right be causing more problems? And what do you mean Kiely can't be causing any more problems? Kylie's no longer with us, so who the fuck is it causing problems? And what is that? Why is that a problem? If there's nothing to hide, if there's nothing going on, then there is no problem. In one breath you're saying that she drove around and she was drunk and she done it herself, and then the next thing you're saying that it's causing problems. Leave it, ignore it, let it go, drop it. Bollocks. I don't know what you guys are thinking. The more I look at this case, the more annoying it's getting, because I just feel that just nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care, and I wish someone did. I wish somebody who could make a difference, they did care. I have reached out to the Attorney General of California, Bob. Let's see if I hear anything back, because something needs to be looked into. Something just doesn't sit right. I don't want to go down the route of where some people are going, You know, I'm not going to mention any names, but some of the lunacy that they're coming up with and pointing at. But you have to admit that something just don't sit right. Something with this case just reeks of, what is going on? What is going on? I'll catch you all in the next one.